So this morning, when I was coming over to the studio, I was just loving the blue sky. And I'm sure all of the, I think we're all local. I think everybody who's watching right now is all local. So we are especially appreciative of our clear air and our blue sky. And it occurred to me, how much gratitude I had in this moment this morning. Like, oh, I'm so grateful for this blue sky. And then I realized that I wanted to also be grateful to the smoke and the smoky days for helping me be even more grateful for when the sky is clear. And it's those points of contrast. When we were in the smoke, it was very difficult. And in a certain way, it made us long for and appreciate the days of blue sky that we remembered and wished for. But that was a longing, for something that wasn't. And I've really been looking at this process of gratitude. And can we be grateful in every moment, not for what was past, but for what's here now, what it's teaching us now? And then also my next thought was, how many days of blue sky will it take for me to slowly be take it for granted that the sky is blue? Because we kind of forget, right? That's just the amnesia of being human, is we forget to be grateful for what we have right now because we're just busy doing other things. And to me, this is where the spontaneous origin of prayer and ritual and ceremony comes in. Having some type of discipline or dedication or devotion to every day, remembering what is important, what you're grateful for, to actually set aside time, because knowing that we are that we so easily forget. We put in place activities, actions, prayers, rituals, moments, like intentional remembering, so that we can evoke the gratefulness that we know is there, but that we forget. And sometimes we forget like a million times a day. And so how can we put structures in place internally and externally so that we're all in constant, maybe not constant, but frequent remembrance, frequent gratitude, frequent appreciation, frequent celebration. And to me, this is the origin of any, like the pure origin of any ritual, religion, spiritual practice is a conscientious way to remember. And this is the origin of our yoga practice. Here we take a time each day to connect and remember, connect with what is our priority, connect with what is important, connect with what is beautiful, connect with all of the suffering grace cycle and what we're learning and our ever deepening wisdom. So I'm so grateful each day to practice with you and to have a chance to remember. May all beings remember more and more often. Hands at our heart. And deep breath in, 3 ohms together. We release our hands. Softly open the eyes. All right, so I'm gonna scoot back. And just stay in your whatever comfortable seat you might be in. You can switch it up if you need to, cross legs or sitting on your shins. And so our movement practice is designed to help us celebrate and remember the breath. So we endeavor to participate fully and really celebrate in this inhale and exhale. We take our arms a little bit out to the sides. Let your palms face open. And on your inhale, lift up. Feel how good that is to take the breath in deeply. Look up to the hands. Exhale, arms come down. Feel how good it is to express the completeness of the exhale, strong and warm. Let's do this a few times, just at your own pace. Receiving that life breath, giving it back. The inhale powers the exhale. The exhale powers the inhale. And the whole thing is a prayer, is a remembrance. Very simple. Doesn't have to be contrived. It's just the fact of your inhale, fact of your exhale. Next time you get your arms up, interlace your fingers. And if it's comfortable, you can reverse your palms. If that's not comfortable, just keep your hands facing each other. Reach long and tall. Push down through the hips, draw the belly towards the spine, drop your chin, lengthen your back body like you're diving into water. Deep inhales and exhales. Your full participation is your gratitude in action. On an exhale, release the arms. Take one arm across the opposite shoulder and drop your head away. So just a gentle weight of your hand drawing the shoulder down away from the ear. Feel your breath rise and fall under your hand. Allow your jaw to be relaxed. And try not to overstretch here, so it's just very gentle. It's just gravity and breath. We're not actively pressing and stretching. Just a little gentle weight of the hand. Notice that all the sensations of the breath coming and going. And notice any tension, any feelings of resistance. Can we be grateful for just that ability to feel? Grateful for the messages from the body that tell us where we might need some attention, where we might need some love, some gentleness. Where we might need some expression, some release. Softly back to center. Relax in the center for a moment, letting the neck equalize. And then we go to the other side. Gently weighting the other shoulder down. Dropping the head, relaxing the jaw, and sending the breath deeply in and out. I notice when I get into my neck and shoulders that sighs, making a sound, sometimes wants to happen. So if you notice that would be helpful to you, you let that come. Maybe you notice something different on this side in terms of sensation, the quality of the movement of the breath under your hand. And back to center, and again, take a moment to let the neck equalize. Then we'll stretch we'll stretch the whole side body. So bring one hand down, other arm up. Make sure that you're seated fully on the mat or your blanket. So in other words, as you lean to the side, keep the far hip tacked down, so we're not coming up off the floor there. Start with your top arm pointing straight up. Palm is going to face toward the head side of things, towards the direction that you're leaning. Take a nice deep breath in and lengthen up. Stay lifted. On your exhale, bring your arm a little closer to your ear and then bend the bottom elbow and reach through the side body. I want to feel a nice length in between your hip and your shoulder, hip and your fingertips. Good. Lift up to center. All right. Lean down onto the other side. Reach your other arm straight up. Good. And so when we go out to the side, notice if you can keep your arm straight. So sometimes when we bring the arm over, we end up just bending at the elbow to bring it over. Can we just keep the arm mostly straight and just bring the whole thing? Yeah, wonderful. And then drop down a little bit. You want to still be able to breathe nice and deep in and out. Oh, so grateful to be able to move this body. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Let's gently move the head. So rotating the neck. Back to center. Good.